Drop it.
Olá, aqui fala Ororon, vídeos para mais um vídeo. Vamos continuar aqui com a história de nada. Sempre aqui da 5.1. Vamos embora para a zona. Também temos aqui Xinolão para nem para acelerar o processo, né? Aqui de sair por aí para nada vai dar jeito. Mas pronto.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Ororon speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Ororon really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw... however...
Ororon?
Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising. He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself... Oh well, let's keep looking.
Não, eu vou já dar corte. E como terminar de pular esta parte que já apareceu na próxima missão, eu volto. Bem, voltei agora. Agora com a parte do diálogo já mesmo a acabar. No momento em que nós estamos...
What the heck were... And Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also she did say that she was quite adept at this spell. And it doesn't sound like she's had... If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner...
Só por curiosidade vou lá no lugar onde a Seat Lolly está.
Don't think there's anything here. All right.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Deixa-me coisar aqui o flogista que é para poder dar mais tempo.
Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Ororon... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear the sound...
Ui, fomos ter com o Yayo.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar... Hello, traveler. I'm Ororon. The Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Capitão simplesmente assim
Be
fiz
careful with this traveler.
no
His soul
no
is
Reino da Noite
temporarily
com o
restrained by
Ororon.
us, and it appears
Fizemos
to have
esquema para
become more
encontrar.
fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Ororon with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there's... If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to...
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all...
Então é isso, o Ororon juntou-se porque acreditamos nos fatores. É engraçado, também cada fator não são propriamente unidos. Eles todos querem armar a Kinga, mas de uma forma diferente.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were...
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to,
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you... In any case, let's take a bit more time. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
Alright, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be...
Jumbo dog. Okay. Esse acampamento já vim cá. Já entrei, espanquei todos os fatores mais de uma vez. Pô, se a história era para entrar aqui,
Paimon thinks
eu
she
já
sees
vi
someone in the
uma
middle of the camp.
That's Ororon!
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off!
Yo, boing.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper.
Are you ready? On my count. Still while trying to resist? You've got no idea.
Tja.
Put your back into it.
I see everything.
Boa sorte, Sora, verem invejar comandos.
Here the echoes of the valley.
No slamming! Let's not waste time. My work. You can't run from death.
Olé. E ela vai andar de cima para o meu suporte. Tá feito.
Ororon!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Leave, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone act.
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not?
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard...
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as a... Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Ororon? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid?
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. You won't always be able to...
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think... They didn't...
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay. Now answer me honestly.
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind. And didn't. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you...
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Ororon, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown
Your...
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
não sei porque calando, mas já estão a tentar. Sempre que nem falo.
I see. So Ororon came to the captain's rescue because...
That's right.
Now that you know Ororon was only trying to protect another member of...
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lolly is willing to serve as your guarantee...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here.
Understood. Thank you very much. Miss...
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too.
Well, at least you won't need to hide.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. Once Ororon is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an...
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or come with me, Ororon. We've got to find you a...
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? Would it?
Bem, trata-se de bem. Aquele de pessoa sem ser a prima.
Sorry. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually... Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Bem. É melhor eu preparar-me. Sinto que vai vikinga. Simbora. Ok, pois vim do dia seguinte.
Letting brave names echo!
Só coisar isto aqui. Já não se pode ir fora, ver se tem um bocadinho menos de lado.
Bring it!
Eu venho com alagamos, pronto. Engraçado que aqui é muito à vista, pá. E bem, já ali ao lado é o caminho que usa para ir para o estádio. Era melhor se fosse atrás do estádio, mas pronto. E a porra do micro caiu de novo. É.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Bem.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you.
It's you. You shouldn't
I'm terribly sorry. It's...
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you were...
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves...
Porra. Xeriquete, desgraça. Tchau, ópera. Pronto, já fechou-se. Que é para não dar coisa. Pronto. Simbora para a missão lá.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks, rather than facing you as an enemy. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much... I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, and once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you...
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more...
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, if any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan... Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its... Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of... Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek... Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save... And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, how dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Oh, here we go again!
I'm not trying to avoid...
Oh! And now you're talking back!
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel...
You! That's it!
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this now. You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on... In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help the... No answer? Really? You're just going... Just use your brain for a second. What do you... You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly
Why is he staring?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone could...
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You... Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this...
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice...
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything.
Get back here this instant! Aurora...
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so...
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be... He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Little brat. That's it.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel...
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time.
Perdemos a oportunidade de falar com o capitão. Falamos um pouco, mas grandes coisas. Bem, bora outra vez para o estádio.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just...
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora... he's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks?
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal.
Sure, that's fine with us, but...
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak...
Que eles estão na taverna, então é mais fácil sacar XTP e ir. Pronto.
Bring it!
Aqui. Só então ver aqui. Por que abriu o VPN do nada? Porra. Ela está toda mongada já tão bem.
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other.
Já está
Are
bem.
they
Já está.
Paimon only sees one
Porra de micro nunca
person
ficar
there.
lá.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention one...
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sidlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous...
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
What the fuck? The movement
Please,
são
Granny,
festa.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
Alright, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me.
Well,
Ela não bate bem, mano. Já está toda bêbadaça. Temos a dela mudar muito bêbada.
See Lolly? See Lolly?
Who's that? You got Some doll calling me by my first name.
Are you still with us, Seat Lolly?
You chumps come around. I mean...
Granny Seat Lolly, you're...
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids.
Ela tá completamente
new kid.
mocada.
Yeah, you.
Mano, essa expressão.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of...
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks.
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of danger, has now... Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it...
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Que puto de que é isso, bro? Meu que é minha cara.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never...
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say what...
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all...
Actually... about that...
Huh? Tell...
Yeah...
This is so...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things... Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and seeds.
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something... Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Look, those criminals...
Tudo já guardei isso, mano. Ah, já está toda mocada, ela está toda frita. Não dá. Ela já tem mais saber que funciona, pá. Ela fritou o cérebro tudinho, pá. Simbora naquelas escadas, mesmo aqui. Simbora, toca, puxa, craquetes.
Well, great view, right?
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easy.
Really? You don't seem like the kind...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a... And you're right. I don't I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack.
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. And what about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
Huh. That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many I make people realize that no matter how hard they work... Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Ororon didn't seem scared of you. He thinks that he was his granny, right?
Yes, but Ororon's... Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Ororon's not like other people. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock, and the Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Ororon's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Ororon into a vessel. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Ororon would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the... Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have... Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to He asks this question. Wait! What? He knows that. But he still feels guilty. Ororon has a strong ability to perceive souls. More than any of us. He understands just how... Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. Okay. Forget that. You've helped me.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Ororon's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep.
Agora não duvidava se ela aparecesse aí do nada. Só fazia uma olazinha. Era engraçado. Deixa eu pegar isto.
Even though I'm a name engraver, forging ancient names isn't my primary work. Helping people in the tribe forge tools and weapons makes up the majority of my work. After all, ancient names are pretty rare, but there are countless commissions for other kinds of items. Bring it!
Make sure to regular physical examinations.
Tá muito.
About the pilgrimage.
Este lado. Vamos lá ver aqui, vamos entrar aqui. Mas acho que este vídeo vai ficando por aqui então. Já falou, fui, vemos no próximo.